Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rajay back to take a look at another beer. I'm going to take a look at one today that I'm actually looking forward to, although I guess I'm looking forward to all the beers. This is actually a new beer from Atwater Brewery. This is called their Tunnel Ram, and some pretty neat artwork on there. They just went to a whole new labeling process. They are out of Detroit, Michigan. Tunnel Ram is actually their Imperial Bock. And I'm trying to get into the camera so we can zoom in there for you, but it comes in at 8% ABV and also 28 IBUs. And big shout out to them. I actually received some of these to take a look at from Jeff, who actually is their director of national accounts. We had met up at one of the beer festivals and kind of told him about stuff I'm doing with the channel and the blog and all that information. So he was able to provide me some samples of some of their newer stuff taking place and was letting me know about some of the new artwork as well. So looking forward to checking this out. I will actually have an upcoming post on the blog about their brewery too, so if you get a chance, make sure you check that out as well. You can find that information on the blog down in the description, and that is BeerVentures.blogspot.com as well. So outside of that, back to the beer. Doesn't really give you too much on the label outside of that, so that's kind of nice. They kept it pretty simple. The logo, what beer you're having, ABV, IBUs, all that kind of key information, and then really just the picture there. So pretty cool, pretty pumped, pretty stoked. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass. The one thing not noted on here is just something to be aware of, is I don't see a date, so that's something that I try to look for on all the different bottles or cans of beer, but that is one thing that might be something encouraging that they might want to do with some of their beers, and something I can definitely provide some feedback on. So like I said, this is an Imperial Bock, so I'm actually going to use essentially a stemmed glass here to enjoy this one. Get it right there into the glass. Actually poured out about a half finger of head. Does have a little bit of a chill haze to it as well, but get it to the light. Nice golden yellow cover nice golden yellow color. Lots of lively action taking place with the carbonation. Don't think you can see that too much out of the light. It does have a little bit more of a cloudiness effect, but a nice looking beer for sure. Nothing else too much to really talk about it. The head is dissipating at a pretty quick rate, so that's going to go ahead and break down. As far as the aroma, definitely getting a lot of the malts coming out, getting a nice sweetness taking place here. It almost has a aroma reminiscent of, say, like a rye. Nice moderate strength. You're not having to sniff too hard to get it up out of the glass. Not catching much of the hops on the back end. Malts definitely leading the direction here. As far as the taste, initial taste, you get hit with the bitterness, slight bit of wateriness to it. I'm going to say it actually feels like more of a medium to a full body mouthfeel. Nice bitterness on the back end as it goes down, so you are getting the hops in the taste more than you are the aroma. Duration is nice on this one. I would say a nice, probably average duration. You can feel the flavor swirling around the mouth. Nice crisp on the back end on the finish. Not really too much astringency taking place. Cleans up very nice on the palate. This is actually a nice beer, I think, heading into the springtime. It's got the potency of that 8% ABV, but it's not heavy. It doesn't think it's going to weigh you down. It's got a nice refreshing quality about it. As far as the body wise, the body is not overly heavy on this one for an 8% ABV, which I like. You can actually probably go through a 6-pack of these pretty easily. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but it's got a nice smoothness to it. A very pleasant and appetizing beer. I think something like this would also be maybe something where you could pair it up, as I think about it, with something like, say, pork tenderloin, maybe pork chops, maybe something like veal. I think this can kind of play well off of that type of meat. Kind of finishing the whole glass, and man, this is going down so smooth. So I think on this one, I'm going to actually say with the Tunnel Ram Imperial Bock, I'm going to give this one a B+. I think it's definitely worth trying some more, which I will because I have a few more of these. It'd be something I would definitely enjoy at a bar or outside. It'd be something really nice as we get into the warmer weather to be out at, say, a picnic or barbecue where you're sitting there, you're relaxing. This is another one you can sit back, sip on it for a little bit, enjoy it with a cigar, something along those lines. I think it fits real nice. But yeah, very nice overall beer for this Imperial Bock. And as far as any other ratings out there, it's so new that some of the sites don't really have one. So right now they have some on Untapped where the average bottle cap rating is actually 3.44. On Rate Beer, they do not have a rating as of yet because there's only been 3 ratings so far. And on Beer Advocate, they also don't have a rating yet because they have not had any reviews done. So still a newer beer making its rounds, but if you get a chance, I would say definitely check it out. I think it's going to be more of a acquired taste. Everybody might not jump on board with an Imperial Doppelbock like this. Sometimes the Bocks, they actually are more of an acquired taste. You know, we're about to have a Bock festival here in Cincinnati this weekend that I'll be attending, and it's just a different type of beer. So, you know, one thing you learn about going through craft beers to get out there and enjoy the different ones, to see which ones you like more on this or that. You're not going to like maybe every one of them, but you want to have that experience. So you do go in with an open mind, having it kind of being that acquired type taste, so to speak. And for some people, they won't like it, and some people will. It just depends on your palate. Everybody's palate can be different, but I think as far as Bocks go, I think it actually holds pretty well. So like I said, I'm going to give it a B+ for myself, but definitely worth the try. And I would say if you've had it, let me know. But if you probably haven't, but if you have, you know, put some comments in the comment section. It is the Tunnel Ram from Atwater Brewery, and they are out of Detroit, Michigan, as I mentioned. So people that have had it are probably more up around the central part of the U.S. in that area. But definitely worth a try. I think it's definitely worthy. So outside of that, there's not much more for me to say on this one, so I appreciate you swinging by and check out another video, and hopefully you like what you saw there. As always, if so, please make sure you hit that like button, and of course, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe too. And you know, anything that you're looking at for beers that maybe I haven't reviewed yet, always feel free to post some stuff out there and see if we can get some other thoughts. But with that, I'm going to actually say cheers, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.